Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for a spotlight on Nether. As you can see, we are at a server select screen. When you start up Nether, there is no main menu. All you get is this. There's no options that you can change. There is sweet dick all. This, I'm not a fan of. Let's be honest here. There is no reason to not have options on the main screen. Boggles my mind why developers do this. We're not getting off on a good foot here. I could tolerate it during the beta, during early access, but right now, what would it hurt to put an options menu here? It's not going to kill them. Alright, anyway, another problem on this screen is you can see that there is no ping. You can't tell what server is lagging like a motherfucker. I'm assuming the order is based on ping, but it doesn't really make sense because I'm AP Southeast. I'm not sure where AP is, but I'm not Southeast. Generally I would be US East. That would be the closest servers to me. So, come on, people. Ping. Let me see what server I'm not going to lag out on. God damn it. So, let's connect and see what we have here. Now, my graphics settings probably have not been reset. When they did this, they did an account wipe. So, everything except cosmetics and I believe your account level. Oh, your account level... Oh, nope. Your account level has not been. Okay. So they kept your account level, and they kept cosmetics, so I should have... Yeah, I've got Pepper. Yes, I'm still calling him Pepper. It's good that they've got this back up. This used to always say 0 when you first log in. But here, now we've got the options. So maybe that's what they were going for. But come on, put it on the main screen. So you've got your controls, you can remap. This still says Xbox Type S. I don't know why. It makes little to no sense. Gotta turn that down a little bit. So settings are still about the same. So nothing has changed here. I always turn off motion blur because it makes me sick. Still no FOV. No FOV whatsoever. From what I understood, from what I read, they were supposed to have an FOV slider. And I was expecting it to be in by the time it was released. They were having some trouble with the hacking aspect of it because people would just crank up the FOV. And at that point, you can pretty much see around corners. So they wanted to find a good balance with the FOV. They've got it locked at, I believe it's 90. I've got show chat for new messages. You've got your social, which tells you who's on the server and what tribes are there. I'm affiliated with no tribes. And why am I all of a sudden wearing a mask? Not to mention, why are my stats still here? If there was a wipe, all of these should be gone, and I shouldn't be level 4. Unless they just wiped non-cosmetic items? That'd be kind of weird. Alright, so here we are, inside of Nether, and... Oh, hello! So maybe I should have kept that off. I don't know if that's going to pop up like that every time I get a new message, or if it's just going to show the new message. Alright, anyway, so here we are, and we're actually getting a pretty good frame rate. I'm getting a lot better than I was getting before. Yeah, it's going to pop up like that every time. Okay. So screw that, and let's adjust our settings here. Let's crank these up. I'm going to keep that off because... Screw that. Screw motion blur. Alright, so this is probably going to screw up the recording a little bit, so we might have a little cut here. Okay, it doesn't seem too bad. Didn't really change a whole lot. Like, I already have the detail up on high. Textures aren't bad from a distance, but I'm not really caught up on a lot of that. All in all, render distance is pretty good. Actually, doesn't seem like it changed a whole lot. Oh. Yeah, there's still that little jankiness when you go up things. Let's see if you clip through anything. Yeah. Apparently, I'm in a safe zone? No, I'm not. Safe zone is secured. I don't know where the hell I am. Yeah, things are still a little wonky when you go up different elevations. You just kind of, you bounce a little bit. Let's see. Apartment complex. Wow, I'm way the hell over here. These are all hard. Alright, well, let's see what we can find. See what we can come across. So, if you watched my early look at this, you pretty much know what this is. This is another in a long line of horror survival games where your objective is to survive for as long as possible, collect all the resources you need. There is still floating terrain. Oh dear. Alright. Yeah, for a completed game, not really feeling it. It doesn't seem like the graphic settings have changed at all. I don't know, maybe I need to restart for some of them to actually take hold. But things look pretty much the same as they did, 10 minutes ago. Okay. Well then. Still got all this floating terrain. To my knowledge, this was not procedurally generated. This was actually created as a traditional game. There's a shopping cart. As a traditional game world, it's not random in any way. I believe the Nether are slightly random. Like, they'll pretty much always spawn in certain areas, or more likely in certain areas than others. But there's other areas that are mostly just siege areas that'll come under siege under a timer. Other than that, the only real random aspect of it would be the players. That is your biggest threat in this game, supposedly. Just like in DayZ, where your only threat is the players. It's only when you're new that you actually fail to avoid zombies. Or if you just kind of half asleep. Or if they glitch out and... Really? So I have to jump, causing a lot of noise. Jumping causes noise. Plenty of noise. Okay. I don't think there's really anything around here that's gonna cause me any harm. But yeah, it really doesn't look like they've fixed a whole lot from the last beta I played to this. Not particularly fond of calling this. It just feels like I'm floating here. Like, we got here where it feels like I'm on the ground, and then, like, I'm already going up here. The collision boxes are a little bit off. This still feels like it's beta quality, to be honest. Like, everything's there, but there's just a few things that just aren't quite right. Like, kind of sink in here. Look at the ocean of cars. Now, don't go thinking that, I'm just... Whoa. Hello! Hi, my friend. Die! And these guys are still predictable. predictable as ever. And... okay. I have no idea where the safe zone is. So, that worked out quite well. Oh, anti-nether devices have failed. Congratulations, there is a nether assault at a safe zone. I have no idea where the safe zone is, nor do I know where I'm going, particularly. I didn't really venture much into this area. Well. So... oh, what is that guy? Oh, I think that is a golem or Goliath or something. There's a big mofo. Might be a good way to send out this. Yeah, it's collision. It's a lot of this, the world collision is just really, really weird. Let's see about the stealth here. Like, theoretically, this guy should be able to see me. But I don't know what their actual, like, program view distance is. All in all, it's a good game. It really is. My opinion of it hasn't really changed all that much compared to the beta, but I cannot say that this is final release material. Oh, yeah. Dude saw me. Hello! Ow, that hurt. Oh, clipping through. Wow, I'm still alive. How am I still alive? Wow, this guy... and I'm dead. Yeah. That was to be expected, to be honest. That guy hits like a Mack truck. I'm actually surprised I lived that long. Alright, anyway. That's Nether in a nutshell. It's, you know, survival game. There's a lot of things that should be in there. Namely on this. But they're not. I cannot honestly say this should be out of beta at this point. But all in all, it is an interesting game. If you like the zombie survival horror aspect, this is a really, really good game to play. The community in it seems to be really nice. I haven't heard a lot of people, you know, just hating on other people and everything. Maybe it's just I've been lucky and I've been on the servers where they haven't been. It plays really well. The enemies are astounding. Like, that is mainly what you're going to run across. I see on the forums that players are the biggest threat. I have not really come across any players out in the world. The only time I do is in safe zones. It's those Nether, and those Nether look amazing, and they are scary if you run across them by accident. Like, it's just insane, and there's a whole bunch of different ones too, and they each have their own little strategy. So that's where I'm going to end this spotlight right now. Just want to say this is available on Steam. It ranges from $14.99 to $34.99 depending on the package you get. And they all have their own different things. I don't know if that's going to change in the next couple days now that it is out of beta. But it doesn't seem like it will. I think it's going to stay that way. But don't quote me on that. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time.